that was up to our exercise 4.1. So in the discussion session, while I was discussing the topics, I have said that if I just go backward, so I have said we have another term called indices, but actually I haven't discussed this term while in 4.1. Basically this 1, 2 and 3, these three terms actually refers to 4.1 concept. 4.1, basically we are going to talk about indices, that is actually the plural form of index. It will be explained in 4.2. So don't up to now the one you have or worried that yes, why I haven't discussed this yet. So I am going to discuss it now. As I am explaining in the order of exercise, so I have just explained whatever was in the exercise number 4.1 and I have done the maths. So that actually completed. So I am now in exercise 4.2. So I am writing chapter 4. Chapter 4, concepts of exercise 4.2. So basically in this exercise we are going to deal with indices and exponent actually. So here we are going to discuss about exponent and indices. And these are concepts of So indices. So what is indices? So basically number of times of factors occurring in a factor of any expression is called index and the factor is called base. So it's a very different typical statement. So I think you haven't understood anything. If you have understood, then you are a very good learner or a very big brain person. So okay, but in general, if I was saying that yes, it means it is, so I will not get the point. So I have to show the example. So the number of terms of factors. So we know what is factor. So basically we have learned in arithmetic what is factor. Like if we say 8 has a factor called 2 into 2 into 2. All the 2's are factors of 8. And again we can write 4 into 2. 4 is also a factor of 8. So basically when the number of times of factors occurring in a factor of any expression is called index. So so for writing 8 equal to 2 into 2 into 2, so it takes actually a lot of time to express them in the form of fraction, in the form of factor. It is just consuming a huge time writing 8 in the form of factor. So what we will do, we will just write 1, 2, that is I am taking the factor that is repeating again, that we will take that factor that actually repeats. And what we will do, we will not write 2 again in the multiplication form. So there are actually 1, 2, 3 2's. So what we will do, we will just write these 3 in the upper portion of the 2. That means if the number is written here, we will write 3 here. This is actually also called power. Power or index, whatever you want to say. So we will say that the index of the power of 2 is 3. Index basically called the number that is expressed as the power for 2. So we call it as index, and if we turn what this term actually refer that will be power. So So you can say either power or index, it's up to you. So here we will have to, what we will do, we will just take the similar term that is 2. There are 2 2's in multiplication form. So without writing 2 into 2 into 2, what we will do, we will just write 2 and write this 3. How many 2 do we have? We will write this as our power, and that is actually called the index or power. So when we are dealing with index, it's basically the plural form of index. So yes, and here 3 is termed as the power of the index, and 2 the number or the factor that is in the below, we will term it as base. So the number which is written in below is base, and the number upper the factorized number is power or index. Basically it's called power of the index. Power of the index or index of the power, whatever you can say, it's up to you. Because power and index are basically the same thing. Okay. So let's move on. So there is an example. So here we are dealing with 2. So here our base number is 2. So 2 to the power 3, it says like 2 to the third power. 2 to the third power. This expression says 2 times itself 3 times. That means here 2 times is itself 3 times. That means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So don't just get confused with 2 plus 2 plus 2, or I am writing 2x. Basically this is not like this. It's if we just consider this base number as x, and if the power is 3, it means x to the power 3. It means x into x into x. That means the number itself, I mean x itself is 3 times. Like if we say 3x, it will be 3 times of x. But when it will deal with x to the power 3, it will say x times itself 3 times. Okay. So I think you are clear with 3x and x to the power 3. So here base number, the number being multiplied over and over again. So here this basic number is multiplied again and again. That means 2 is multiplied 3 times. So how many times the base number is multiplied by itself is defined as the index or power, whatever, or exponent, you can say whatever. So here you can see 2 to the power 0. Okay, anything that has power 0, it's a exceptional or extra thing. Anything that has power 0 is 1. So when it is 2 to the power 1, that means 2 is just multiplied once, like there is no multiplication further. So it's 2 to the power 2, that means 2 into 2, that is 4. Then 2 to the power 3 means 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. Then 2 to the power 4 equal to 2 is multiplied 4 times by itself. Then 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16. Similarly, it goes continuing. So this is basically power. So here you can say 2 to the power 7, 128, 28, 5, 2, 10, 10, 10, 2, 4. So it goes like this.